Children, let us move on to the chapter called Statistics. ಅಂಕಿ ಅಂಶಗಳು ಸಂಖ್ಯಾಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ. Here statistics means it relates with the numbers or the numerical values. Here we have to collect the numerical values of a particular matter. That numerical values are called data. So data collection, then grouping data, analysis and conclusion. So we have to collect the data or the numerical values of a particular matter, then we have to group them in a systematic manner, then analyze the grouped data, and then we have to come to conclusion. So these are the steps involved in the statistics. So when we collect the numerical values in particular matter or things, they are called as crude data or a group of numbers. For example, 2, 6, 8, 5, 4, 7, 10, like this. These are the groups of numbers. Then it is called ungrouped or ungrouped data. Here only numerical values are there. When we collect the numbers like 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and the numbers, these numbers or these data are repeated in many times, then for example 4 is repeated for 2 times, 6 is repeated for 5 times, 8 is repeated for 3 times, 10 is repeated for 4 times, 12 is repeated for 7 times, like this. So these are called values or the data or the numerical values. For example, this is considered as xi, and the repeated numbers are called frequency fi. So when these two are arranged in like this is called frequency distribution table, and this frequency distribution table or this type of frequency distribution table is called discrete data. And another type of grouping the data, for example, here we have a class intervals 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 class intervals, and the frequency 4, 5, 7, 8, like this. So this is called frequency distribution table or group data. Another type is there. Here we have class interval and frequency. Here class interval is like this: 0 to 9, then we have 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, like this. Frequency 0 to 9 numerical values are 7 times, 10 to 19 it is 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 10 times, 9 times, like this. When we add these, we will get the total number of values: 7 plus 6, 13, 21, 31, 40. So this is considered as sigma fi, or it may be denoted by n. Here also 24. So this is sigma fi or n. Here we have n. or sigma fi. So, these are the some types of collection of data. This is called ungrouped data, this is called discrete data, these two are called as grouped data. Here we have two different types of class interval. Here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like this. So, it is a continuous class intervals are there, but here there is a break between these two. So, 0 to 9, 10 to 19, like this. This type of this type of group data are called inclusive method, and this is called exclusive method. Exclusive data, this is exclusive data and this is inclusive data. Actually, here actual class interval is there. Here this is only a class interval. Actual class interval is minus actual class interval. Actual class interval, I am writing here. It is less than this. This is called lower limit. This is called lower limits, and this is called upper limit. Here lower limit is actually 0.5 less than this one. So, it is minus 0.5 to the upper limit is 0.5 more than this. So, it is 9.5. This is actual class interval. Here less than 0.5, that is 9.5 to 19.5. Here it is 19.5 to 29.5, and 30 then it is 29.5 to 39.5. Here it is 39.5 to 49.5. So, this is now becomes continuous class interval. So, whenever necessary we have to convert this class interval into actual class interval. Some problem needs that, and when we add these two numbers and divided by 2, we will get class mark. So, it is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So, 0 plus 10, so 10 by 2 it is, so it is class mark or midpoint of class interval. It is called as midpoint of class interval also. So, it is 0 plus 10 by 2, it is 10 by 2 which is equal to 5. Here we have 10 plus 2 by 2. So, 12 by 2 it is, so 10 to 20, sorry, it is 30 by 2 which is equal to 15, like this. Here we have 25, then we have 35. These are the class marks. Here also we have to add these two numbers and divided by 2, so that we will get the class interval. So, these are the some of the important factors with regard to data. And another type is there, that is the size of the class interval. The size of the class interval here it is 10 minus 2, that is 10, 20 minus 10 it is 10, 30 minus 10 it is 30 minus 20 it is 10, 40 minus 20 it is 10. So, we have to calculate the class size with the continuous class interval. So, here these are not in continuous class interval, these are continuous class interval. So, 9.5 minus of minus 0.5 means it is 9.5 plus 0.5, 10 by 2. So, 10 is the class interval, this is 10 is the class interval. Here class size, sorry. So, class size is 10, this is also having the class size same, that is 10. So, we have to calculate class size, then it is class mark, like that. So, these are the some of the basic ideas with regard to statistics.